Hello everyone. Are you hungry? Would you like to try some of these dishes that you can see on the table? They look so appetizing, tasty. Where do they come from? From different parts of the world. Almost every country has its own specialties. If we talk about Serbia, what can we say? What are the specialties? What are the dishes that are most often eaten in Serbia? Maybe we can say that we are famous for our sarma, or maybe gibanica, or maybe some other dishes which I can't remember at the moment. We can't translate them. We usually take the original name from the country where that dish comes from. Today, we are going to talk about some different, very weird dishes that come from all around the world. Look at these fish. It looks dangerous. It's called blowfish. What is very unusual about that fish? It can blow itself. It can inflate into a ball shape so that it can evade predators. It is a clumsy swimmer. It's not a very good swimmer, but it can fill its elastic stomach with huge amounts of water and sometimes with air, and this fish can blow itself up to several times its normal size. Most blowfish contain a toxic substance that makes them extremely poisonous. The toxin is deadly to humans, and not only to humans, it is deadly to other fish as well. There is enough poison in one blowfish to kill 30 adult humans. Can you believe that? And there is no known antidote. So there is no cure for that. In Japan, they're called fugu and are a very expensive, delicious meal. They are prepared only by trained, licensed fugu chefs. Do you want to learn something more about this fish? If you want to learn something more about it, then I suggest you to read the first part of our lesson, Weird Food. Here you will find out something more about this fish. But this fish is not the only weird food we are going to talk about. Oh, sorry. Look at this one. It is called haggis, and it comes from Scotland. It is their national dish. If I can compare it with something that we make in Serbia, it would probably be kavurma. I think it's something like that. It is a type of pudding composed of the liver, heart, and lungs of a sheep or another animal, and it is also filled with minced meat and mixed with beef and oatmeal and seasoned with onion, pepper, and other spices. The mixture is packed into a sheep's stomach and boiled. Sounds delicious, huh? Depends on who likes food like that. Do you want to learn something more about haggis? If you want, there is the text about it in your book. The other part of our lesson is about haggis. So, if you want to learn something more about it, then read this part of the lesson. And now, look at this food. In fact, it is not food, it is fruit. It looks very nice, but how does it taste? Some people say that it tastes very nice, It is delicacy in many countries, but they say that it smells so awful that it is banned, forbidden in many countries. If you have never heard of durian before, it's the oddly shaped, spiky fruit known to trigger disgust in the faces of many foreigners. Words used to describe the smell have included Jim's socks, vomit, and onions. Can you imagine now how it smells? But to many Southeast Asian locals, it's a prized delicacy, used in many dishes and even traditional medicine. But what exactly does it taste like? I can't tell you, I have never tried it. But if you want, you can find a couple of very interesting videos on YouTube and see how people reacted when they tried durian first. There is no text about durian in your book, but it's up to you to find something on the internet about durian, and I would really like you to see the videos which show people and their reactions when they tried this fruit for the first time. But in order to make food, in order to make different dishes, you need to know some verbs which we use for when we prepare food. Here you have some words which are connected with cooking. I want you to stop here, to stop the video, and write all these words into your notebooks. And after that, come back. You can find all these verbs here in the exercise 6, and your task will be to match the words from the box with the pictures that you have below. It won't be difficult for you now that you know that what they mean. I hope this was interesting, and I hope that I made you interested in those things I was talking about, so that you will definitely read the lesson. That is your task. You have to read the lesson, the weird food, and after that, when you finish that, you have to do something in your activity book. Not much. In order to practice the cooking verbs, you have to do the exercise 4 and match these sentences, and after that do only the exercise 5, where you have the pizza recipe, and you have to connect these words that are written in bold letters with the pictures below. That will be all for today. Next time we will talk about grammar. It will be boring but very useful. I hope this lesson was not boring, so I hope you will find something more about haggis, about blowfish, and about durian. Maybe you will find some other weird dishes on the internet so that we can talk about them when we see each other next time. Goodbye for now.